If this factor is not present in any society, then development or a boost would not have occurred. Sustainable development approaches, on the other hand, are meant to be a win-win kind of situation. The sustainable development approach takes people, society, and ecology into account and is therefore a whole system approach. It is an inclusive system rather, which contributes or considers the present as well as future generations and their needs. Ladies and gentlemen, casino gambling and sustainable development are fundamentally incompatible concepts. According to the Jamaica Information Service, as it is in Parliament currently, like in the Bahamas hotels, locals will not be allowed to go to casinos and participate in gaming activities there. Therefore, in the event that tourist arrivals suddenly experience a drastic decrease, considering its volatile nature, less customers will be traveling to the island to enjoy these facilities, and hence there will be very little improvement of the economy, as the casinos are still dependent on tourist arrivals. On the other hand, take into consideration the point of Harmony Cove, as addressed by our Prime Minister last night, or the night of the 13th, in his address to the nation. The government is willing to spend $6.8 billion implementing this casino in Trelawney. However, ladies and gentlemen, we fail to see the effects associated with this project. Harmony Cove, according to the Jamaica Tourist Board website, is located close to the Cockpit Country area, an area known for its excellent maintenance of biodiversity. When this casino is developed, what will happen to its immediate surroundings? Jamaica is currently trying to market or diversify its market by selling ecotourism. With the implementation of casinos, this detracts or prevents development. In conclusion, casino gambling is not a sustainable or potent option for our country at this time. In fact, it is another source through which our problems will be further compounded. This also extends to our tourist dollar, as the money spent by tourists will be channeled towards casinos rather than the communities and the wider country. We need to get our priorities straight and market our country accordingly. For your time and attention, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.
We thank our first speakers. When we come back, we will have our second and third speakers along with the rebuttals. Welcome back to the Spruce Up Jamaica National Tourism Debate. Our moot question for this evening: casino gambling will significantly boost the economy of Jamaica's tourism industry. We've already heard from our first speakers from Maud McLeod High and Cornwall College. It's now time to hear from our second and third speakers.
Panel of adjudicators, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Continuing on the strong foundation that was laid by my first speaker, I will continue to edify you, my opponents, on how casino gambling will significantly boost the economy of Jamaica's tourism industry. As was pointed out earlier, my opponents, development of our tourism product is what is needed to give that significant boost to the economy. With casino gambling, development in all areas is inevitable. Tourism is the engine that drives our economy and represents the primary factor in determining the quality of life for each and every one of us in Jamaica. You don't have to be a hotelier, a restaurateur, or an attraction operator, or a tour guide to benefit from tourism. Every bus driver, every farmer, every mechanic, every homemaker needs the support that tourism provides in order to enjoy a comfortable lifestyle in Jamaica. Now think about it. Jobs, jobs, jobs have been the cry of the Jamaican people. Think of the level of job creation that will be realized with casino gambling. Presently, the tourism sector employs over 80,000 people directly and 180,000 indirectly. If casino gambling is realized, it will create jobs for 25,000 workers, and this is just for 2 hotels that are coming on stream. That is Celebration Jamaica and Harmony Cove. 25,000 more people working. Imagine the joy my opponents of being able to satisfy their own needs and wants. This means more revenue in terms of taxation for the government. Not accepted. Now listen to this. Earnings in the government from these two properties mentioned could be in excess of 30 billion Jamaican dollars per year. Imagine how the economy would welcome this. Now this is more than a drop in the finance bucket, my opponents. And you are going to sit there and try to convince us that casino gambling will not boost the economy? What you need to understand, my opponents, is that the casino gambling will not be a Las Vegas situation, but an added component to our entertainment package. Casino gambling will be a critical component in the growing luxury market as we further diversify our entertainment experiences to attract lucrative high-end markets. Judges, my worthy opponents, what we are striving for is an increase in tourist arrivals, and since the tourism sector contributes such a significant portion of revenue for the economy, which stands at US $113 billion, will it not increase significantly if we could attract more? And believe me, casino gambling would do the trick. Not accepted. You may argue, my opponents, that there may be an increase in crime, as a study done by Grenois and Mustard in 2005 in the USA. But I must reiterate my point I have made earlier. Jamaica will not be a casino gambling destination like Las Vegas, and besides, like the single permit model, there has to be an advisory body to review and advise on preventative and controlling strategies required to address this problem. We, the proposition, are not saying that with this project there is not a negative impact, but as it stands, the benefits greatly outweighs the costs. Casino gambling will open an exciting and new chapter in Jamaica's economic history, and it will significantly boost the economy of Jamaica's tourism industry. Ladies and gentlemen, I rest my case. I thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, panel of adjudicators, and my opponents. Before I continue, allow me to make a point of refutation. The second proposition speaker did not state a source for those alleged 25,000 jobs that will be created by Harmony Cove. The proposition aims to convince us that casino gambling can be a panacea. Yet, they have failed to realize that the boost that casino gambling seems to offer, like the flashing neon lights of Las Vegas, is merely a veneer that will easily crumble when scrutinized. You are mistaken, second speaker. We do have those statistics. Crime, the pervasive monster which haunts Jamaica society, will not be unscathed by the advent of casinos. In the Washington Post in May 2006, a 20-year study of all U.S. counties revealed that by the 5th year of operation, robberies were up 136%, aggravated assaults, 91%, auto theft, 78%, burglary, 50%, larceny, 38%, and rape, 21%. Also, 8.6% of property crimes and 12.6% of violent crimes were attributed to casinos. Ladies and gentlemen, the ramifications of such a scenario would do nothing less than tarnish Jamaica's reputation internationally, as well as deter tourists from visiting. Additionally, the resources spent on policing and security will increase, thus diminishing the financial benefit of casinos. In other words, according to miamidade.gov, a study by Grinnells and Mustard, 2001, using cost-benefit analysis, concluded that the cost of casinos is at least, listen to me, 1.9 times greater than the benefits. Therefore, whatever profits my opponents may postulate due to casinos, I can respond with a cost 2 times greater. And if we were to take a closer look in our region, we would realize that the Bahamas employs 50,000 persons in the tourism industry. However, according to the Jamaica Gleaner, in September 2009, only 2,747 persons were employed in the gaming industry in June 2002, with only 88% being locals. Ladies and gentlemen, that figure translates to less than 6% of tourism employees are employed in the gaming subsector, which is made worse by the fact that not all are locals. But wait, it becomes more interesting, as Jamaica's unemployment rate, according to the University of the West Indies, was 28.5% in 2007. Furthermore, our labor force, according to CIA.gov, was 1.255 million in 2007, meaning 357,675 persons were unemployed. According to the Jamaica Gleaner in September 2009, casinos are projected to add 8,333 jobs to the gaming sector of the tourism industry. Unfortunately, this would only provide employment to 2.34% of unemployed persons in Jamaica, which, ladies and gentlemen, is not a significant boost to the economy of Jamaica's tourism industry, especially when compared to the Bahamas, which has gained 6%. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Casinos serve as further competition within an area, as they tend to be self-sufficient cities, meaning all the amenities, including food and entertainment, can be found within a typical casino. This means that all casinos aim to keep its visitors within its confines for as long as possible. This, in Nassau, Bahamas, according to an article in the Jamaica Gleaner in 2009, stage shows at casinos tend to draw crowds from local shows, thus diminishing attendance. Furthermore, according to the Boston Globe in September 2007, studies show that casinos siphon beyond gambling dollars into their self-contained environments. From the same source, some gambling analysts have gone as far as to say that half of the money generated is actually existing spending that is redirected. In layman's terms, ladies and gentlemen, everyday citizens, many of whom are a part of the tourism industry, have their livelihoods under threat by the presence of casinos. Casinos will redirect the supply of money to other forms of entertainment. Therefore, they will not generate new capital or create new services, but merely transfer capital within the industry and replace the services organized by locals. Hence, the economic merits of casinos will be diminished, as they will merely redirect the supply of capital and replace, not increase or boost, a number of the services offered by our industry. Succinctly, casinos will, 1, not produce significant increases in employment within the tourism industry. 2, will not have a significant increase in crime, thus increase costs in policing and security. Thirdly, they cost us 2 times their worth. And finally, they cannibalize or compete with existing businesses within the tourism industry. In other words, casino gambling will not be a significant boost to the economy of Jamaica's tourism industry. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.
Panel of adjudicators, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. The foundation has been laid. The building has been erected. Allow me to construct the roof. My opponents, I have sat and listened keenly to your line of argument, and you have failed miserably to convince us that casino gambling will not significantly boost the economy of Jamaica's tourism industry. Foreign exchange. Oh, foreign exchange. Scarce like good gold to Jamaica. The currency goes a long way to improve the balance of payment situation in our country. Every transaction done by the government on the international market requires foreign exchange. The $950 million gained by Jamaica in 1993 ranks next to the earnings in bauxite as a major foreign exchange earner. Now this is the situation today. Remittances are down, bauxite is down, sugar seems to be evaporating, and bananas seem to have drowned. my opponents. This leaves us with our precious tourism product.